An English story for kids. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Simbiwe. Simbiwe lived with her father. Her mother had passed away, and Simbiwe missed her very much. Her father loved her dearly. Every morning, they sat together and talked about their day. In the evening, they cooked dinner together. They washed the dishes. Her father helped her with her homework. Even though they missed Mom, Simbiwe and her father were happy together. One day, her father came home very late. Simbiwe ran outside to welcome him, but this time her father was not alone. He was holding the hand of a woman. Simbiwe, her father said, I want you to meet Anita. Anita was going to become part of their family. Her father was very happy. I think we can all be happy together, he said. But Simbiwe was not sure. She missed her mother, and she was afraid that things would change. Soon they did. Anita gave Simbiwe many chores to do. Every morning, Simbiwe had to clean the house. She washed clothes. She cooked. She worked until she was very tired. There was hardly any time left for homework. At night, Simbiwe went to bed exhausted. The only thing that made her feel better was a colorful blanket that had belonged to her mother. Simbiwe loved that blanket. Whenever she felt sad, she held it close. One day, her father told them that he had to travel for work. I will be away for a while, he said. I know you two will take care of each other. After her father left, things became even harder for Simbiwe. Anita became angry whenever Simbiwe made a mistake. Sometimes Anita shouted at her. Sometimes she even hit her. At dinner, Anita ate most of the food and left only a little for Simbiwe. Every night, Simbiwe hugged her mother's colorful blanket. She cried herself to sleep. Then one morning, Simbiwe woke up late. Anita was furious. You are so lazy, she shouted. She pulled Simbiwe out of bed. But the colorful blanket was caught on a nail. Rip! Simbiwe stared at it in shock. Her mother's blanket was broken. She felt completely alone. I can't stay here anymore, she thought. So Simbiwe decided to run away. She packed a little food and took the torn blanket with her. Then she left the house. She followed the road that her father had traveled when he went away for work. She walked and walked. When the sun went down, Simbiwe found a big tree beside a little stream. She climbed up the tree. Between the branches, she made herself a small bed. That night, she looked up at the stars. She missed her mother. She missed her father. And she began to sing. Mommy, you are gone. You will never come back. Daddy doesn't love me anymore. Mommy, when will you come back? Her voice was soft and sad. Soon Simbiwe fell asleep. The next morning, she woke up and sang the same song again. Not far away, some women were washing clothes by the stream. They heard a beautiful voice coming from the tree. At first, they thought it was just the sound of the wind, but one woman stopped and listened carefully. She looked up. There, sitting high in the tree, was a little girl, and around the girl was a colorful blanket. The woman gasped, Simbiwe? She looked again. It really is you! The woman was Simbiwe's aunt. You are my brother's daughter. The aunt quickly climbed up and helped Simbiwe down from the tree. She hugged her tightly. Don't be afraid, she said. You are safe now. The aunt took Simbiwe home. She gave her warm food to eat. She prepared a comfortable bed, and she carefully placed the torn blanket beside Simbiwe. That night, Simbiwe cried again, but this time she was not crying because she was afraid. She was crying because she finally felt safe. Her aunt loved her. Her aunt would take care of her. A few days later, Simbiwe's father returned from his trip. When he arrived home, Simbiwe was nowhere to be found. He was worried. What happened? He asked Anita. Anita told him that Simbiwe had run away. I only wanted her to respect me, Anita said, but maybe I was too hard on her. Simbiwe's father was very upset. He immediately went out to look for his daughter. He followed the road beside the stream. At last he arrived at the village where his sister lived. There he saw Simbiwe playing with her cousins. Simbiwe saw her father too. She was frightened. She thought her father might be angry with her. So she ran inside and hid. But her father did not shout. He did not punish her. Instead, he gently said, Simbiwe, you found someone who loves you. She is a good person, and she understands you. I am proud of you, and I love you very much. Simbiwe came out of hiding. She hugged her father. They talked for a long time. Finally, they decided that Simbiwe could stay with her aunt for as long as she wanted. Her father promised to visit her every day. One day, Anita came with him. Anita walked slowly towards Simbiwe. She looked sad. Then she held out her hand. "I am sorry, little one," she said. "I made a terrible mistake. Will you give me another chance?" Simbiwe looked at her father. Her father looked worried. Simbiwe thought for a moment. Then she took a small step forward. She opened her arms, and she hugged Anita. A few days later, Anita invited Simbiwe, her aunt, and all the children to dinner. There was plenty of delicious food on the table, and there were all of Simbiwe's favorite dishes. Everyone sat together and ate. They talked, they laughed. After dinner, the adults stayed inside and talked. The children ran outside to play. Simbiwe smiled. She had been through many difficult things, but she had learned something important. A family is not only about living in the same house. A family is about love. A family is about kindness. A family is about listening, caring, and protecting one another. Simbiwe knew that she was loved, and when the time was right, she decided that she would go home. This time, she hoped that her home would be a place filled with love, kindness, and happiness. And from that day on, Simbiwe was no longer alone. She had a family who loved her, and she knew that she would always have a place to call home. The end.